Hey everyone, welcome back to the Highland Fox. Today we're going to talk about best driver lineups. So who we think, what team has the best drivers in that lineup, and who's going to win the most points of those two drivers. We'll finish the video off with some bold predictions for the season. You ready, Linz?
I'm ready.
All right. So starting with number 10. Who do you think the 10th...
We're going back first. Okay.
We're going back first, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think is going to be the 10th best driver lineup?
Mine's a little crazy.
Okay.
You go first, though.
Okay. So I'm saying Haas is going to have the worst driver lineup.
We're going to have very different... Okay.
That's good, though.
Okay. So I'm probably going to make a lot of people mad. I have Alfa Romeo.
Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think...
Interesting.
Okay. Because Zhao, I think, is new.
Okay. That's true.
And I don't think he's the best choice of the pack that could have been promoted to F1, but whatever.
That's a different video.
That's a different video. And then Bottas is new. It's a new car. It's a new team.
Okay.
I think he's going to be good, but I don't think they're going to work well as a pair.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, it does. That's not bad. I said Haas. I'm not sold on Mazepin.
Okay.
I also don't think he's that good of a driver. And I think Schumi is. And Schumi's always better in his second season. But I just don't think with that unit. Like, I know we're not doing the teams. I think that's not the best driver lineup.
Okay. That's fine.
All right. So number 9. I have Williams.
Oh, me too.
Okay. So personally, I'm not that impressed with Albon. I don't know. That just might be me.
Oh, yeah. You didn't think he should get a second chance.
Yeah, I think there's Piastri. I think there's De Vries. I think there's a lot of other guys that probably deserve that seat more than Albon did. So,
Okay.
And Latifi is GOAT Tiffy if you're a Max Verstappen fan, or Death Threat Latifi if you're a Hamilton fan. So I mean, he's kind of where he is.
But he's going to be like hopped up on Red Bull, so he may like just surprise us all after his free lifetime supply.
Yeah, that's true.
Should we also do who we think is going to be best of the two? Or
Oh, that's a good point. All right, so Haas, I said Schumi's going to win the points out of more points than Mazepin will.
Okay. Bottas.
You think Bottas?
Yeah. And then for Williams, I said Albon was going to do better than Latifi.
I also said Albon was going to be better than Latifi.
Look at us.
I know. Agreeing on one.
All right. 8.
8. So I had Alfa Romeo.
Okay.
I think a lot of the same points you said. Zhao being new, Bottas is not in Mercedes anymore, and then I had Bottas as the best driver of that too.
Okay. I had Haas, but Schumi's better.
Schumi's better?
Mazepin.
Okay.
Because I think Schumi, I think he has it. I think you just need to be on a good team, have a good car. However, the Gunther, the team principal of Haas, love him.
If he leaves, we riot.
I will. I will.
All right. Next one. I have Aston Martin.
Me too.
Really? I thought I was
Yes.
taking a bold prediction there.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with you. I know we've talked about this offline, but like I think Stroll just looks like he's ready to retire. Like I know he's like 20.
I know, but when
like,
you watch like the Girl the Grid stuff, he looks like he's having fun. But then, like during interviews and such, I'm like,
he just seems so bored.
is your
with
dad forcing you into this, sir?
Yeah.
And it's sad because like he has talent.
He does.
So
He's the youngest pole sitter. Isn't
Yeah.
he? I think he was the youngest pole sitter in 2020.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I said Vettel is going to win the most points out of that team.
Yeah, me too.
I think Vettel's getting used to the team. He's coming off a Ferrari. He got a couple podiums. That one got taken for fuel sample, which is he still got it.
Yeah.
But
I
okay.
still count it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Next,
Um.
I had Alpine.
Me too.
Oh my God, we're not as separate as we thought.
Oh yeah.
We did not discuss these
We did
beforehand,
not.
by the way.
We did not. We don't talk F1 anymore because it's all for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I felt weird putting them as far down because I think Alonso and Ocon are great together.
I did. Yeah. I mean, especially after that Hungary race.
Yeah,
So.
I know, but I
Because
don't
they
know.
do work well together.
They do, but I just think there's better lineups ahead.
Yeah.
So who do you have winning?
Alonso.
Alonso. Yeah.
But yeah.
I know.
'Cause,
Ocon
mean,
got
he
that
just-
one,
Yeah. But
and we both cried.
I still cry whenever I watch it. But I think Alonso helped him a little bit.
Yeah.
But I mean, Alonso is a 2-time world champ. Like,
And I'm still very impressed of how good Alonso is after that break. I thought he would take a little bit longer to get back into it, but he actually did really well.
Yeah. So, all right, 5.
AlphaTauri.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh.
It's like, all right. So I had Gasly as winning between the two.
Yeah, I think Tsunoda's still a little
Reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Gasly's like
Gasly's gotten infinitely better since he lost that Red Bull seat.
yeah, maybe just like the no pressure, and he was like, all right, watch me.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Yeah, I think Gasly's gonna score more points than Tsunoda. But
Yeah.
I mean, Tsunoda also got 4th in the last race, so
Which no one talks about. No
No.
one talks about how Tsunoda got 4th.
No.
Or Sans got 3rd.
well, I
No.
could do an entire episode about how underrated Sans is. So,
Yeah.
but so
Yeah, I think Tsunoda's going to improve a lot, though, in his second season. I think he got a lot out of the way because he had that, like, rough first part and then got a lot better as the season progressed. So I think he's going to do a lot better. Mm-hmm. But I think AlphaTauri's only here because their teams ahead of them are so strong.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
So 4th. McLaren. Wow.
You don't? Who do you have?
I have McLaren.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Lando and Danny Rick.
Yeah. I'm going to say this, and it's going to hurt me to say this.
Okay.
I think Danny Rick is the weak part of that team.
And it's so weird because, like, he's a fantastic driver, but
He's a
yeah.
fantastic driver. And I love Danny Rick.
Yeah. Oh, my. Yeah.
I love him.
Like, I would probably do a shoey with him.
Oh, I would do a shoey with him.
But I would.
I would.
However, Lando is so consistent.
He's so consistent.
So I think.
I don't know. After Sochi, though, like, he's racing. I don't know if everyone got better or Lando got spooked or.
I don't know. I think he kind of maybe had like a little like something in his head after that.
Like a come to Jesus moment. Like, oh my God, I could actually die here.
But he is usually pretty consistent, so I think Lando is gonna pull out over Ricardo.
Yep.
As much as that pains me.
I also had
But
Ricardo. Or Lando, I'm sorry. I also had Lando. My phone just turned off. I also had Lando as coming out ahead.
okay.
All right. We
Okay.
gotta separate at some point.
All
All right. Third best pairing.
Mercedes.
Oh. Okay.
You have something different.
I have Red Bull.
Okay.
I have Red Bull. So go ahead. I'm curious.
Okay. So Russell is brand new to Mercedes.
True.
They are the pinnacle. Well, kind of. I mean, what they won 8
in a row.
8 in a row.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, they're the and Russell. He is ready to prove his seat. Is it going to be too much pressure? I don't know. So
Is it gonna be like a Nico situation where he's gonna beat Hamilton?
So I think they're going to do well. I'm not saying that I don't. I think Mercedes has a chance at winning either driver or constructors, but I don't know as a pairing
how they're gonna get along.
How they're gonna get along and how
Okay.
I just because I feel like Russell he might fall into that Bottas swingman, but he's also gonna want to prove himself. And like, how many times have we seen Russell really is a fantastic driver?
Yeah, you
give him a
put it on
car.
second on Spa in Williams. So,
Yeah.
And wet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but he's also kind of an unknown. So that's why I have him third.
Because even the race he had in Sakar in 2020 in the Mercedes, he was going to win besides the bad pit stop, which seems to happen a lot to the Mercedes second driver. But
that's neither here nor
right?
there.
Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I think it was just, that wasn't the pressure, right? It was a free race, basically.
Yeah.
So that will be interesting to see. I'll talk about my Mercedes then, and then we'll see
Okay.
where I put him later.
Yeah.
But I ranked him a little bit higher than third because I think Russell is that good of a driver, and I think he is going to prove himself as much as humanly possible.
Okay.
And I think Lewis is still Lewis. Love him or hate him, he's still Lewis.
Yeah.
So it's like Jordan. You know, when he came back on the Wizards, he was still good,
Yeah.
but he wasn't old Jordan. So is Lewis the same after everything that happened? We're about to see, but
And it's going to be awesome for Russell to learn from Hamilton.
Exactly. And I think Hamilton's going to drag him along. And I think Russell will fall into place until he needs to. If Hamilton has a down race, I think he's going to do better than Bottas because he's going to try harder. Now, does he make more mistakes? Probably.
Okay.
But, yeah. So I had
All right.
I had Red Bull as third.
Okay.
Because, Max is the reigning world champion. Mm-hmm. tends to make some mistakes, as a lot of young guys do. He's only 24. But I like Perez, but I don't know if it's just the Red Bull second seat, but he's consistent, but he never makes it in qualifying. Like, how many times did Perez get knocked out of Q2?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, he does awesome. He overtakes a bunch of people and ends up helping Max a little bit at the end, but he should never be in that position.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing about Bottas with Hamilton. Like, how many times was he, like, up there and then, like, he went Bottas bowling?
And Max won the championship this year.
Yeah.
Bottas bowling.
Sorry.
That needs to be a t-shirt. If there's any artists out there, can you please make us a Bottas bowling t-shirt? I want one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had Red Bull.
Okay.
Third.
All right.
Okay. Second,
I have Red Bull.
you have Red Bull?
Okay.
Okay. I have Mercedes second.
Okay.
So I think our number ones are obviously the same.
Yeah.
We've already kind of talked about each team and why, and keep.
Okay. However, I'm just going to say one more thing about Red Bull. I think Perez, I think he's had a solid year.
That's true.
Solid year. You know, Max is on his team.
Mm-hmm.
He
It's a lot of pressure.
Totally earned his seat. Perez earned his seat with that last race.
Oh, the defensive driving.
I am
there and like Mexico.
Yeah,
and,
like if you go back and watch those were killer.
But do we speak differently of him if Max doesn't win? That's my question. If Max doesn't win the title, do we bring up not necessarily his defense? Do we bring up all the times he couldn't be there for Max?
Maybe, but I don't want to think about that.
All right. So, and again, keep in mind, this is not who we think is going to win the world title. This is not
just
who we think is the best driver pairing.
Okay.
Oh, we totally kept forgetting. So, Gasly, Norris.
Oh.
Red Bull, I said Max was going to have more points than Perez.
Yeah.
And then Lewis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Bold predictions are later. We're like, Russell.
Yeah.
Right? All right.
Okay,
so, number one, best driver pairing.
I have Ferrari, yeah.
And I don't think it's as debatable as everyone wants to make it.
Why?
Because they got every single race, they were 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Like they were next to each other the whole time.
I think they're the most consistent, reliable pairing.
Yeah.
They're very even playing fields.
Yep.
I think Leclerc is a little bit more aggressive. I think Sainz is a little bit more consistent.
Yep.
But
I think they play off each other really well.
Yes.
And with everything Bonato's been saying about there's not going to be a number one seat.
Yeah.
I genuinely believe that because of what Carlos did last season. Like I know like Ferrari probably wants to give Leclerc the seat, the number one.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
let's be honest, it's still Ferrari at the end of the day. So they care more about Ferrari than they do any driver.
Yeah.
So if Sainz has got more points and he's got a better chance at winning the world title, they're going to make Sainz the number one.
Mm-hmm. And I think, obviously, like, I'm not privy to their conversations, but from what it looks like on, like, the behind the scenes, their interviews, it seems like they work well together. And even during the races when they say, hey, you know, let Leclerc pass you, his tires are better, they seem to, like, still be aggressive and competitive, but, like, fair.
Yeah. And, like, you watch the behind the scenes with those two, like, they seem to get along really well as well. But, like, I think this is where, for anybody out there that watches Drive to Survive, they're going to have so much fun with 2021. Like, the entire season is going to be, they're going to make, like, 100 episodes of that. But there's going to be, like, every race. Name one race that couldn't be on Drive to Survive. Spain. Spain got, that's when Hamilton tracked down Max. Portugal is probably the only one. But
yeah.
Comment down below if you guys can think of other races that did not need to be on Drive to Survive. But
I know.
I think, like, the one, where was it? Was it Jeddah? Saudi Arabia, when Leclerc overtook Sainz off the track and Sainz was like, he's got to get that position back, he's going to get penalized. And then, like, everybody was running with, oh, there's drama, there's tension between the drivers. And
I feel like everyone wants tension between drivers for some reason, especially in Ferrari.
Yeah. It makes for a better storyline.
Yeah,
right? Like,
yeah, I guess.
The big team, right? If they have drama, it makes for a better storyline.
I mean, Netflix certainly wanted drama between the Ferrari drivers. Oh my goodness. God,
that was so
big.
All right.
Okay.
So
that was our.
So we actually agreed on almost everybody.
Yeah.
A couple changes.
I just believe in Schumi more than you do, apparently.
That's hurtful. All right. So who is gonna get the most points in Ferrari in 2022?
Okay.
Did you put Sainz?
I did.
You put Sainz.
I
You
put
think
Sainz.
you think Leclerc has never lost to a teammate is going to lose to a teammate 2 years in a row?
Yes.
I obviously put Leclerc.
I think he is so underrated, and he just posted about how he is underrated. So I think he's gonna not come back with a vengeance, but he is so consistent. He's such a good driver, and I think if you give him a good car and you actually give him the time, he's going to show everyone what a good driver he is. Leclerc, I think, is a fantastic driver. He's sometimes a little too aggressive, like Max, which causes a DNF or spinning out.
Or not starting in Monaco.
Yeah.
Still a little sad about that.
So I think it's going to be close. I honestly was like flipping a coin on this one.
I mean, you got to look at it this year. They were 5 points apart, and only in the last race when Sainz got third.
Yeah, but Sainz had multiple podiums this year.
Yeah, and but that's what I'm saying. So like, you got to think about that. Like all the bad luck Leclerc had, all of the podiums Sainz had, and he still only won by 5.
Yeah.
So like that's where I'm at. Like I just think, I again, if Sainz wins, he deserves it, right? Like if you out of the two pairings, but like I just feel like Leclerc, if he just doesn't get Bottas bold in Hungary, he wins 5th.
Yeah.
You know, and now again, not being able to start Monaco, you do that, you win 25 right there, and this isn't even an argument. So if that one's not him, but I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I think Leclerc could take it, but both of those drivers are so good, and I think if Ferrari can just remember that they're Ferrari and make a car.
And I think that's why Ferrari's my best driver pairing as opposed to like anything else is because Ferrari has no unknowns. Right? Like, is Perez going to show up in qualifying? Is Russell going to get too nervous and I don't think he will, but is he going to break under Hamilton?
Yeah.
You know, is there going to be a Nico Rosberg-Hamilton situation? Like, how's Bottas and Zhao going to be? Like, every team is Mazepin going to, stop fighting with Schumi? Is Schumi going to develop? Like, I feel like every team had a unknown except Ferrari.
I mean, Lando and Ricciardo.
Yeah, but what about Ricciardo? He was nowhere to be found for most of the season.
That's true.
So,
but we did get to see a glorious win.
A 1-2 in Monza.
1-2 with them. And
dude, Monza had Leclerc, Gasly, and Ricciardo the last
Monza
3 races.
I know who's gonna win this time.
That's not all right. So bold predictions.
Monza, just because Monza always just throws you something that you love.
That's
and
true.
You didn't know you need. I didn't know I needed a McLaren 1-2
until you got it.
That entire week, I was like, I'm walking on water. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
So.
All right. So that's a perfect segue into our bold predictions.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Bold predictions.
Yep. Comment down below what you guys think or who your driver pairing is. You agree, disagree. Please let us know. While we're doing this, we're excited to hear what you guys think.